Ahoy. Oi. Stop with the hydrate ambush. What's up, Kazu? Thank you for the hydrate. So what's up, Meteor and Prinny and Zorb? And everyone else, hope you guys are doing good. Thanks for the 3 stream streak, Prinny. I think my tracking might be kind of bad today because there's always like this mowing company that comes around our house and like they like to get really close to the fiber optic cable that goes to the house. And this time they cut it, so they had to run a new line. And now, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, all the Wi-Fi is really bad. Tracking is so tired. You're feeling like melting and getting choked. It's not good. Worst combo. Don't know. I don't think you're supposed to mow below the lawn, right? Doesn't seem like it would be that hard. You have cords running on ground. So like for the longest time we had a cord running on the ground and it kept getting cut by them mowing things, and like the snow plows that would come would like just run over it. So finally they buried the line. And then things were pretty good, but there's still a bit of the line where it sticks out near the like pylon and the house. And apparently they cut it near the pylon. So now the line is just above the ground again too. So they're gonna have to come bury it again. What's up, Hydravon? Hope you're good today. Yeah, we might have some glitchy tracking. But I guess last time in the game, we went to the Clockwork Kingdom. We talked to the king and he was saying a bunch of nonsense. And then we talked to some machinist agent lady who seems like a scientist who told us about some alternate dimension that the king was banishing people and things into, and apparently people started disappearing into that dimension. So she's trying to like figure that out, and also she seems to think that it should be a thing where people can just transfigurate themselves to whatever they want. So that's what she's up to. I'm also doing good, thanks. Let's go over to the game. Where are we? Everyone in this town looks so tired. How do we get out of here? Oh, it's snowing. It's pretty cool. I guess I can't remember what the last thing we were doing was, though. Oh yeah, so we had a cranial moderator installed into our skull as well. So now we can speak to the king. We can speak his language. We have to go back to Afra. It appears to be nighttime. Maybe? Is it actually nighttime? Get these fish out of the way. Afra's mechanical arm gives you a fluid salutation. What goes our task, friend? Tap your cranium, head full of gears as requested. Why is the Pokecatch throwing Pokeballs? Said this before. The sky looks really cool in this game. Yeah, I really like it. Splendid. You're practically one of us now, eh? I promise you won't regret it. I've been studying the message you retrieved from the graveyard. I think Its Majesty wants us to pass it on elsewhere. Oh good, at least the bananas are working. What's up, Razor? Hope you're doing good. Majesty wants us to pass it on elsewhere, but not by the usual channels. Not by that one guy. What's his name? The rude guy. The corrupted lands, there's a royal broadcast beacon formerly used to send signals down to the Underlands. It was abandoned when the corruption overtook the area and has since fallen into disrepair. However, the king has not forgotten it. Doing good, thanks. Unfortunately, the beacon is no longer answering remote commands, which means you, and I am truly sorry for this, must deliver the message in person. Gained metal machine music. She hands you a weighty folder of forest green leather. This is what we machinists call a punch card. It's a way of recording information so the king can understand. In this case, music. Use the punch card to open the tower door, then insert it into the apparatus at the top of the beacon. Punch card opens the tower door. This sounds incredibly dangerous. Very much so. Ordinarily, I wouldn't contemplate such a journey, and I truly wish I could go myself. But if Sunil notices I'm absent for too long, our whole plan will be sunk.
Go. More passion. More passion.
No.
More passion. More energy. More energy. More footwork. More footwork. More
No
footwork.
passion.
More passion. More energy. More energy. Oi, oi.
I'm gonna become very dispassionate. Just to spite you. Sunil was the guy that was very rude. Don't like him. My advice, try not to enter any structure not fixed to the ground. Cleanup workers are your friends. If you taste lilac, turn back immediately. If you see an eyeball, do not meet its gaze. This is gonna be one of those hairy eyeballs. If you need respite, I believe there's a royal cleanup camp in that area. I've never been there myself. Why would you want to send signals to the Underlands? We asked the king that same question. His Majesty was adamant that someone or something might be alive down there, and that contacting them was somehow critical to the kingdom's future. Alas, no response ever came. So the airship lady that's trying to like change basically change the code of the world is trying to get to the Underlands too. It's all connected. How do I get to the corrupted lands? Corrupted lands are southeast of here. Across a great chasm carved out by the king's machines. Officially there's no way in, but I've found records of an old abandoned digging engine in the area that might offer you a path. We're gonna dig our way in. Have the king conjure the access code directly into your cranial moderator. Just picture me in your mind's eye, with as much detail as you can, and it'll come to you. If you say so. Fine, that's all, but if I become a monster, I'll eat you first. Entirely fair. Just wish me luck. All the luck in the world. Travel to the corrupted lands, reactivate this used beacon. Beacon is on a hilltop far east of Ferropolis. I have a Discord. Yeah, there should be links in the About section, but I can see if this command works. Maybe that's not set up, or maybe the bot's turned off. But it should be in the About section. Link in the channel stuff too, yeah. So east of here? East? Digging engine? We gotta find that digging engine. Compasses are very useful. There's a link for the Discord on the Discord too. Great. Oh yeah, thanks, Meteor. Let me get down from here. Just want to go east. Ahoy, Razor. I think I should jump there. Where's that elevator at? What does this button do? This doesn't do anything. There's the way out. Evil Lem would probably go, Yoha. Oh my god. Just make a whole new greeting. I don't think I could seriously do that. Sounds too much like Yahoo or something. Yaha. Just have an evil mode and do everything evil mode. So Ahoy becomes Yoha. Where the hell am I? Now I need to go southeast. Evil Lem has 2 hands as tentacles and tentacles as hands. It's an amazing idea. It's truly evil. Open this from here. Oh, thanks for the sub, Hydrovon. Really appreciate it. Why is there always mountains in the way in games? Yeah. There it is. We're supposed to just go across it? Are we supposed to go into the chasm? Oh, this is the code thing she was talking about. I just have to picture her. She'll tell us the code. That's like telepathy, kind of. Trying to picture Afra in your mind. Feel a mechanical click inside your skull, and alien knowledge drops into your mind like a live fish into your undergarments. What the hell? Why? You punch in the numbers. Who wrote this? 050451. Somewhere beneath your feet, an engine thrums to life, and the metal catwalk begins to vibrate. Red. Looks like the nasty meat of the undead place has spread here or something. It's a very rusty looking bridge, yeah. I'm always terrified of bridges in real life. I don't trust them at all. Open up. Why did it have an E prompt if I had to slap it? guy doing? He's kind of got like a tentacle. That's pretty cool. Just like me for real. His tentacle even has like a hand on it though, so he's pretty evil. These guys are cool. They're the evil tentacles with the hands. Mutated. Squid impersonator. These guys are just like me. But there can be only one, so they have to die. Poke this eyeball. Oh yeah, this place is called the Corrupted Lands, so that makes sense. Everything here is corrupted. Cleanup camp. Royal beacon. Let's check out the cleanup camp. She said it was like a reprieve, but I don't know what that means. Is it just like a place where you can go rest? Or something? Bro master freak. Then he had to die for it. Is it fun having tentacles? Are they more useful than arms? I mean, I guess they're kind of just like arms, except there's no fingers, so they're not as useful. Useful just for slapping things. These guys are holding them prisoner, and I don't like that. Ah! Well, if it ain't the curse dodger in the flesh. Chief, not gotten tired of you yet, or have you come back just to see me? Who even is this guy? If you say so. Poke a long, thin probe inside your mouth. Why do they keep doing this? Wave it up and down your body. Connected apparatus emits little chirps and warbles. Alright, you're clean for now. Pathetic. Imagine having badass World War kind of suits and not a rifle. Right? What the how is that even possible? Why does this guy keep probing us? I think we're gonna end up with those guys if we stay here for too long. Being probed isn't pleasant. Who's this guy? See a scarred man with several days' stubble chewing on an unlit cigar as he scans over a map. Curses and leans over to a trumpet-like apparatus sprouting from the wall. Attention reserve shift. Zeta patrol is late. I want a relief party ready in 36 minutes. Huang out. As he speaks, you can faintly hear his magically amplified words booming across the camp outside the window. He turns to you with a scowl. Is this now a tourist? Afraid we'll have to skip the grand tour. Are you gonna tell me you took a wrong turn? Show machinist insignia. I'm here from the guild, here on official business. Are you now? Well, lucky us. Forgive me if I don't genuflect. My knee's pure buggered from all the times I nearly died cleaning up after you geniuses. Let's get one thing straight, sunshine. I'm cleanup leader Huang, and this is my cleanup camp. It means every cunt here follows my rules and obeys my orders, no matter what some shite for brains tinker from Ferropolis says clear. Why the hell are you in my office? Mustache or a lip with very thick shadow? That's a good question. It kind of looks like a mustache, but very like thin mustache. Very pointy one. I hope it's just his face. That's definitely a mustache. What's up, Zarika? Guess we have a few questions. You know, every day I sit here thinking, see if only some daft cunt would walk into my office and start asking pointless questions. That'd just make my day. This guy's so grumpy. What exactly is the corruption? Funny, I was hoping you'd tell me. Ain't you whiz kids at the guilds figured it out? Of course, last time one of your colleagues graced us with his presence, he wasn't too keen on my frankness. Rip. Indulge me, you won't be punished. All I know is it spreads like a fungus, whispers in your dreams like a vengeful lover, and kills 5 of my people every month. Fire tornado killed you? Oh. Helldivers. You're watching the stream, oh no. Someone ordering ordering some fast food in the background. Heavy lore in this game, yeah. It's farming super credits. I hate when stuff like that comes out of nowhere when you're like not paying attention for a second. Corruption's unpredictable, see? Doesn't move in straight lines or follow rules. Infection methods change every year. New mass patterns and creatures every month or so. Trixie too, got a mind of its own. Signs of coordination, even planning. If it's infectious, don't you need to quarantine me? I've not got time to bother about every 2-bit grave robber or sorcerer's stooge who gets lost in a restricted area. You'll find out whether you're dead or not when you go back through the checkpoint in Feropolis. What do you mean it has a mind of its own? A few months ago it lured one of my workers into an old stable by mimicking a crying baby. Oh god. Last week it got another one by mimicking my voice. Bottom line is, don't trust anything you see or hear out there, including yourself. What was it you said earlier about treasures? Telling me you've not heard the tales? Priceless heirlooms and forgotten cellars? Sky pirate loot buried where no one dared dig for it? Beings from outside reality that'll grant your heart's desire. Go look if you like. You'll find nothing out there but ruins and nightmares. Once the corruption has its way with you, we'll be happy to burn you like the rest. Doesn't the king deserve your full cooperation, Mr. Huang? Comparing patriotism, are we? Look out that window, sunshine. This is the end of the line. All your clever spells and words. All those clever we articles in the dispatch. This is where they lead, and this is where they end. Once you're done here, you'll fuck off back to Feropolis and requisition yourself a nice warm bath. But our fight doesn't stop. Each day we put our very souls on the line for our king. What have you done? If you know he's Mr. Huang, why does his name tag just question marks? Right? I was noticing that last stream too, like, they tell you their name, but the question marks don't update. Maybe we'll talk to him after this to see if it updates after talk to him again. Get Huang up on everything. Yeah, it's so weird. See, I bet its Majesty could replace you in a heartbeat. I bet you know it too. So if you'd like to arrest me, I'll come quietly. Sooner or later they'll run out of people to send here instead of you. Will that be all, Your Highness? Guess I'll be leaving now. Oh, so it does update after you talk to them again. But this should update like immediately. After they tell you. Hey, what's up, Thazix? Welcome. Hope you're doing good today. Maybe you aren't sure if they're telling the truth. It's like very skeptical. Still not sure if that's your real name. Yeah, thank you for coming by. Protagonist is just very confused. Just very confused about everything. So we're looking for some kind of tower. Oi! Sword squid? Yes! If it was like a tall tower, you'd think you would just see it in the distance. I guess there was a signpost as well. I love Ash's reflection in it, yes. I stole it from him. Who's this guy? I don't want to talk to that guy. What? Gotta send some music to the underworld or something. Some metal music. Oh shit. Look at those guys. They're having such a fun time. Rattling of the bones. Metal battle music. These guys aren't paying attention at all. What's that? Some loot? Let's go up. Things are getting weird sounding up here. Replace this drivel with some real music. Control panel is a dizzying array of levers, dials, and buttons, many smashed or corroded. Among them is a slot-like entry port waiting for input. A howling wind whips snow and ash across your face. Insert the punch card with the king's message. Card jams in the slot, but you give it a good shove. For a moment, nothing happens. The whole tower begins to vibrate. Needles jump back and forth along their dials. Transistor bursts in a shower of glass. One by one, indicator lights go green as the beacon reconnects with its long-lost king. Above you, the giant antenna crackles into life and emits a pulse of silent sound, felt in your belly rather than heard. The pulse continues at regular intervals, singing a song that only your bones can hear. It is the rattling of the bones. Broadcasting a monarch's lonely cry down into the underlands. Suddenly the control panel crackles and squeals before emitting a familiar voice. God's damned thing even work? Hey asshole, are you hearing this? This is guild business, Mikhail. Don't interfere. big and scary cog now. Misha knows exactly where you got that brooch. So cut the shit, Pinhead. And come poop. Fucking Listen, we do not have long with this device, so pay attention. Misha has got some friends who have been watching you through the king's eyes. I'm hearing you, there's no need to be rude, right? You know all about Chief Interpreter Afra and her big plan. Enough to cannot be trusted. Go down to Inferopolis and find a market trader called Reza. Ask them the 7th letter. Do this before you Afra's punch card, understand? What was that about the 7th letter? This dialogue is amazing. It appears Mikhail can no longer hear you. You and I believe we have seen each other's souls. We have discussed philosophy. Nothing matters to this. Misha is asking you as a friend. There's nothing more save for the roar of static. Damn. So we have to go get the full story before we continue with this plan. This game is bulging at the seams with dialogue. Yeah, it really is. So much dialogue. I was thinking about that too. Like, the combat is... It's like, it's fine, but there could be more of it, I guess. That would be good. There's like a lot of dialogue and exploring, which is also fun. Where did he say to go? Damn it. Before or returning? Before or after returning to Afra? Mention the 7th letter. I wonder if we go to Afra first, if then it's like we tell her that they're trying to stop her. But I kind of want to hear what they have to say. These guys aren't paying attention at all. I really like them. They're so carefree. Can we put this bridge down? That would be a good shortcut. Yes. Is that a giant teapot? What the hell? I think things are breaking in this world. Oh, if we go down there... I wonder if it'll let us ride the elevator up now. I kind of want to try that instead of walking all the way around. I'll be sad if not. Get up there. It's a giant ramp. That's not a bad guy. God damn it! Stop this. You there, citizens. Stay where you are. Anyone entering Feropolis must be assayed for corruption by order of the king. Now say ah. No, not again. Guard pokes his wand inside your mouth and it waves up and down your body while the machine emits little chirps and warbles. Alright, you're good to go. Guess that means we're not corrupted, though. Where's the inn again? There it is. Let's go rest. It's called the King's Tea House. Is that why there's a giant teapot in the sky? Maybe the corruption is too high? But the beep is too high to be audible to human ears. Oh my god. It's bypassing the detection instruments. So where? Where is that? Feropolis Market Trader. I don't trust this either, but might as well hear them out first. Maybe we can't do that at night though? Wonder if the shops are closed at night. Yeah, there's like locks on all the doors. Damn it. Can I rest again? I feel like I have to pay again if I want to rest again. God damn it. Why'd you do this to me? That Chernobyl meme, 3.6. Won't done. Not good, not terrible. Machine could only show up to 3.6 because everything above was too absurdly lethal to matter. Oh god. Did it make people think that it was safe then? Like, was 3.6 supposed to be safe, or was that supposed to be like danger levels? Marketplace? I wonder where. Where's that supposed to be? Oh, was it the place that was like under the city? Maybe? This guy? See an old beggar wrapped up in rags against the cold. Pal, excuse me, pal. Do you know where my house is? Sorry, did you just ask me where your house is? Beggar looks confused, like they didn't expect you to actually stop. Oh, I did. So sorry to bother a fine citizen such as yourself. Only I can't seem to find it anywhere. Don't you know where your own house is? You look abashed. King's truth, pal, I have no clue. I know I had one somewhere in the upper city, I just can't seem to recall any of the details. How do you know you had one then? The beggar delves into the rags around their neck, produces an ornate key on a string, holding up their blackened finger, nails like a talisman. Because I've got this. Could you just try it on some doors? I tried plenty. Turns out nobody likes you doing that without asking first. And if you do ask first, then nobody lets you. I just thought I was mad. Machine kit. Oh. I gather I was supposed to read minuscule variations so they can make sure everything works. If it went way past that, then it wouldn't even register. That's messed up. Because I got this. Holds up empty hands. This guy's crazy. Well, the militia knows my face, so it's tough for me to leave the conduits. At least it's warmer down here where the steam pipes are. Beggar clings to the key like a childhood doll. Gotta be around here somewhere. Where'd you get that key from? It's mine, I swear by the king. I've always had it in my pocket. And I remember my first night on the streets. It was like a nightmare. I knew I'd had a house only the night before. Didn't know shite about sleeping rough. I kept thinking, tomorrow I'll surely find it. Tomorrow this'll be over. That was 2 years ago, goddamn. Must go, but I can give you some coin. Don't bother yourself. All I need to find is my house. I'll be grand. Get me old job back. Get back on me feet. Let's give him some coin anyway. Wait, but their eyes well up, torn between shame and gratitude. Thank you, pal. I promise when I find my house I'll repay you double, triple. I'll give you a bed whenever you need it. Or you a dram anytime. I feel like that's never gonna happen. That's okay. There was like a market down here. Here it is. Is this question mark, lady? What's that now, my dear? Let me find my looking glass. Why is your face so small? She fishes among the charms dangling at her neck, produces a large glass lens, which has the disconcerting effect of magnifying her eye to an enormous size. Much better, yes, you see, my dear. I must read your lips, for my ears cannot hear your words. One giant pupil dances back and forth like a fish in a bowl as she examines you. Seek alchemical aid, do you not? Eye of worm and hair of slug. And all that. I am Madame Lasco. In the roiling mists of your future, I sense a most fruitful relationship for both of us. My dear, alas, my dear, if only I could bottle a happier fate for you. Still, perhaps there's something I can do. Anyone on this hunk of rock they call an island should not talk to anyone about how their face looks. Right? They all look like tired zombies. Is this stuff legal? I notice you're not in the upper city. Just an art older than any kingdom answer to the transient diktats of mortals. Ah, who can say? Let us not talk of clauses and codicils, which do so befuddle my old mind. Think instead of your future and your heart, sense a burning thirst for what I can supply, the great fear of chains and fetters. I also sense a complicated relationship with our dearest king. How does she know about that? Fell. Oh, most fell are the omens for you. Should you try to play the goody two-shoes? Now, my dear, What more would you ask of me? Let's see what you've been brewing. These are just normal potions. Bell Omen. Elden Ring. I'm gonna talk to every one of these people. I'm just gonna see if any of them are the person we're looking for. This is a trader, at least. Trader looks nervous, keeps one protective hand on their stall. King's Blessing citizen, don't often see new faces down here. Or have we met before? I'm not much an STOCK just now, but if you've got wee mouse to feed, maybe I can set something aside next time I do. Can you tell me about this place? I mean the conduits. It's not posh and it's far from pretty. It's warm and it's cheap, and the militia doesn't bother us, so I suppose that makes it home. This wee bit here is what we call the bazaar. There's no summoning stations down here, and it's harder to invoke the king's magic. Some folks see that as a blessing, though. To the cogs, it seems to be out of sight, out of mind. Why do you keep spelling out words? A lot of folk think you can escape the king's notice by avoiding certain words, like B-U-Y or C-O-S-T. No idea if it works, but it can't hurt. So I don't S-E-L-L anything. I unpossess it. Don't get it twisted, mind. The machinists ain't against commerce or making money. You've seen all those fancy shops up top, They just hate anything they can't track and measure. That's how they stay in control. Used to have a shop in the upper city until my license got revoked with no explanation. I meant to have broken a law, but His Majesty didn't see fit to tell me which one. I petitioned 17 times for a new license. Every single petition got rejected. The reasons never made any sense. Eventually I gave up. Tax-free life hacks, yes. Yeah, it is what it is. It's what you're doing illegal or something. No one really knows. Some SALES are technically allowed as long as you follow certain rules. They won't tell you the rules. Anyway, it's always changing. I hate that when there's any systems that expect you to follow some rules, but they don't tell you what the rules are. Their stuff is technically banned except for special cases. Only it seems like everything is a special case because no one ever gets punished. When the machinists do arrest someone, they don't explain why. Just have to guess what they did wrong and try not to do the same thing. Where's the guy we're looking for? Reza. Market trader. Seems like it would be down here. This is a market. Here, water? I'm not gonna go near that. Is it this guy? Weapon? Weapon? Fuck are ye? You glake we scrote? Oi, weapon. Looking to buy a weapon, are you? I squint at you, unsure of your intentions. Weapon? Weapon's my pet. So called because he's a pure spanner. Like, weapon, come here, you wee knobber. It's a good name for a pet. You like that guy? Me too. Squid that's allergic to water? Not technically allergic, just find it disgusting. Where is the way out? Let me out! He gets stuck in the stalls. Just went in a circle. How do I get out of here? I can never remember. This place is a maze. So, what is this? Never been in here, maybe? Where's the guy? I see a middle-aged person with light brown skin and an eye patch dressed in an eclectic patchwork of colorful fabrics. Can't quite figure out their gender, which seems deliberate. Who's your favorite beverage? Clearly isn't water. I only like coffee. Squid is lost. Squid is very lost. Never visit IKEA. Oh no, why? I've actually never been. Yes, coffee good. Hello there, child. Come to browse. What are you selling? Charms and trinkets to attract the favor of the Clockwork King or to ward off its majesty's displeasure. Look here. This cogwheel is plucked from the king's own belly, inscribed with sacred six-fold cipher. Worn around your neck will grant you fortune at summoning stations. What's up, Flan? Thanks for the hydrate. Hope you're doing good. Someone say water. Damn it. Why'd you do this to me? People getting lost in IKEA is very common, I see. It'd be useful to have like a compass in real life and just be able to know where that which direction the exit is in. Probably get lost. I have a terrible sense of direction, yeah. Or this incense? Burn it while you write a petition to the king and it shall speed your request. Child, do you see anything else that interests you? Who are you? This is the guy! Name is Reza, child. Fortune teller, trinket vendor, and listener on many grapevines. For a price I can sell you talismans of luck and protection, or perhaps even give a little advice about your problems. We're supposed to trust this guy instead of the scientist lady? I don't think so. You keep calling me child, but I'm at least as old as you. It gives you a crooked grin. We're all children of the cosmos, no? What kind of problems do you mean? Everyone's problems are different, child. To truly help a person, there must be trust, I'm new here, and this place terrifies and confuses me. I'd be glad for your guidance. We failed the 25 charm. You are the guy, Razor. Razor child. Well, child, do you see anything else that interests you? He is him. I'm looking for the 7th letter. Do we just outright say that? I guess so. The gaudy traitor squints at you, then glances left and right to check nobody is listening. Probably should have saved before trying this option. I'm new here and this place terrifies me, child. But otherwise, I'm doing okay. The guys. Beckon you closer. Who told you to come here? Were you followed? Misha sends his greetings. Good. They praise you with their remaining eye. So you're the one who's helping Afra. I see she's got your head stuffed with clockwork, like a good little machinist. Tell me, did she explain what a cranial moderator does? Morozov mentioned a few side effects. Migraines, seizures. Ha, I'm sure. So then nobody warned you about how a cranial moderator warps your thinking, smooths out any irrational notions, makes you look at the world like a machinist, seeing everything as a puzzle you can solve. Doesn't sound so bad. Biggest changes will take a few years, but mark my words, they will come. That's why I got rid of mine. And look at this guy now, with all of his crazy speak. Getting Me Happy Few vibes now, oh my god. Never actually played that, but I did see a little bit of it. Smooths out your thoughts with happy thoughts, yeah. But I think... would it really be so wrong to smooth out your thoughts with more rational thoughts? I don't know if that would be such a bad thing. It's a lovely day for it. We can try to leave, or we can keep listening. Keep hearing him out at least. You used to be a machinist too? Yes, for many years. I even wrote some of the cipher magic that lets the king alter people. So I speak with the authority when I say the countless lives depend on you defying Afra's plan. Listening? Don't misunderstand me. Afra is a sweet girl. We were very close once. She absolutely believes she's doing the right thing. Sadly for all of us, she's wrong. Look around you, child. See how we are all on the mercy of this infernal machine. It's not even the machinist can control. Can you honestly say that what we need is more Clockwork King? However brilliant Afra's spell may be, it cannot fix the problems with the king, because the king is the problem. What's your alternative? Countless lives. Not because it's a lot, but because no one bothered counting. So true. No one even cared about them. Marissa flashes you a crooked grin and hands you something heavy, wrapped in colorful rags. I'm glad you asked. This is a different kind of spell. Inserted in place of Afra's, it will trigger a runaway fault cascade that gradually but irrevocably shuts down the king, with minimum destruction. So you're this mystery villain I keep hearing about. Infinite +1 lives were lost. Such a shame. So tragic. I smile cryptically. There's no such person as a saboteur, child. Only a group of like-minded people who love this land and see no good in leaving its fate to an overgrown grandfather clock. Much like Wikipedia, you can help by expanding that list. Do we understand each other, or is there more you'd like to know? about you and your cause. I'll tell you whatever I can without endangering my comrades. Machinists say you're the reason for the king's problems. Rosa snorts. Hogwash, child. I know what the king is made of. I could recite every syllable of its cipher, nucleus by heart, although to do so would be most unwise. We sabotage the king when we believe it will do good, certainly. Do we divert royal goods to distribute fairly in our communities? Yes, sometimes. But are we the root of the king's madness? Don't make me laugh. I do not understand you, child. We can toil for decades and cause fewer faults than the king itself generates before breakfast. Only a truly stupid machinist could believe that we are anything more than an excuse for their failures. Pokemon game is drunk? What? It's the last one. Oh god. Mudsdale. It's an Ammonite. What the hell? Home Pokemon game, you're drunk. Well, I wonder if you try to catch it, what it'll give you. Probably the Mudsdale. You're a machinist too. What makes you any better than Afra? Rosa grins crookedly. Now you're asking the right questions. Yes, I accept my share of blame for the mess this kingdom is in. Luckily, I do not work alone. Although this spell was drafted by my hands, it is the work of many minds. Most of my comrades, who you'll never meet, are ordinary layfolk. I pledge my magic to serve them, not the other way around. You know why I was chosen to give you this punch card? Because I'm the most expendable. Machinists already know very well who I am. Why did you leave the Machinist Guild? I sigh deeply. Child, did you ever hear that old fairy tale about the boy who got a splinter of a mirror in his eye? I don't think I've ever heard that one. That made him cold and cruel, seeing only the worst in things. King wields unimaginable power, far too much for any one being. In my youth, I thought that this made the guild more important. I had a duty to use such power wisely. You make so many life or death decisions every day. When you see people's darkest secrets piled up in stacks every morning in the royal archives like so many freshly cut logs. I grow numb to it. I forget what the stakes are. I did not like what I saw reflected in my colleagues' eyes or in my own. Don't catch stainless steel water bottle. Oi! It's hot. It's the worst place to be. Guess. Ask about the spell. What's so dangerous about Afra's spell? Afra had these plans for a long time. We used to stay up so late, bouncing wild ideas back and forth. She believes she has been lucky. Wait, thanks for the squid tax, Cyber. Thanks for the squid tax, Flynn. Chop bananas. I missed what they said. Hold on. It's rigged. It's not rigged. You guys are just very bad. Very bad at throwing bananas. Get good. Ask her this under her plan. Will people really be free to choose whatever changes they want? Will there be a limit? Will the king be neutral on what changes we make, or will it have a bias? Afra is a child of the guild. She believes in her soul that if she keeps tinkering, she can design a perfect system. If only she understood how much they have stolen from her. I kind of like the sound of what she's doing, though. Everyone here depends on the king. If you kill it, many people will die. That's also kind of a good point. They grimace, won't pretend otherwise. There will be chaos, and much suffering, and certainly death. And I ask you to consider how many more would die if we keep the king in place. I don't know how many people the king has altered to make them better workers. My former colleagues saw people's baser instincts as an impediment to progress. I chose to scrap the people and build another. I guess that's kind of messed up. Just to be like programming people to be better workers. I don't really like the sound of that. Maybe that's what the end result of Afra's like plan would do, is just make that a better system. Child, in my trade you learn a lot about people. Most folk want to help each other. It's this vile contraption breathing down their necks that stops them, making us fear each other, envy each other, denounce each other for one more day's bread. Without the king, our fate will rest again upon each other's shoulders. There's no work of cipher that I trust more than that. It's all we really have and all we need. What's in it for me if I follow your plan? As a snorts, a reward. Child, by the time you enter that audience chamber, I'll be gone. Either dead or in hiding. This banana hits gift 5 subs. No! You're reverse psychologying me with the bananas. Let's go into the program and like change the hit rate. Oh, how unfortunate. Guess that's the cost of being bad at throwing bananas. It's a lose-lose. Everyone loses. Perhaps the guild has told you about all the sacks of gold we get from Apostate Union. Never seen a penny of it. Neither have my comrades. The resources that we do possess will be needed in the days ahead. We must do this because it's right, or not at all. You understand each other. Is there more you would know? Consider what you've said. That's all I ask, child. Don't trust Afra, and don't trust me either. Just do what you think is right. Damn, now I'm kind of more on his side. Yeah, how do we get out of here? How do we get out of this market streets? It's this path that's hiding behind all of the machines. I guess I'll talk to Afro one more time. I think it's right to expand the list, as Meteor recommended. Maybe I didn't understand. Expand the list then. Expand what list? Maybe if we talk to Afra again, it'll be like giving her a chance to sort of defend her against what this guy's saying. Expand the list, not expand it. What list? List of fatalities. Oh, I see. Damn it, why am I dumb? He was saying that, like, people were getting killed under the current system. But then also, it's a good point that people will get killed if the king dies. At least for a while. Until they sort their shit back out. Afra peers into the sky, her brows furrowed in contemplation. Just her skywards? Is this normal? She tears her eyes away from the celestial teapot. No, I would certainly say this is new. So the teapot is just like not supposed to be there. What does it mean? Confess I'm struggling. Is it a sign, an instruction, a response to our broadcast? Then why a teapot? She shrugs helplessly. Checked and rechecked my calculations. All we can do is stick to the plan. Yes, I almost forgot. The king has summoned you for another audience, just as we'd hoped. Afra hands you a leather folder, far heavier than the last. Here it is, friend. 8 years of my life, and the hopes of a kingdom, now rest in your hands. Friend, I don't know what'll happen after this, so if you have any concern, now's the time to voice them. Still have questions about your spell. Explain everything as you can, as many times as you need. How much freedom to change will your spell really allow? Initially, a defined set of about 100 qualities can be changed, with hard limits on things like height or density. The king won't do anything that directly endangers your life or another's, so you can become an 80-foot giant with no lungs. Other qualities will become changeable in time, once the spell has proved its worth. Most of these rules can be modified by a vote of more than half of the kingdom. However possible, we favored incentives over hard limits. After a trial period, you'll be stuck with your changes for a year, so you have to think carefully. Other incentives will ensure an optimal distribution of qualities for the whole kingdom. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. What do you mean by optimal for the whole kingdom? These are the 7 stream streaks I got. All individuals must be free to choose their fate. But from society's point of view, do you want everyone to be an artist, or indeed a carpenter? Or you don't want everyone to be an artist or a carpenter? Past kingdoms solve this through conscription, slavery, or rigid social rank, brutal methods for a brutal age. Under my system, the king will monitor the overall balance of qualities and provide incentives for those that are in shortage. So if too many people have made themselves mercurial and creative, the king may offer rewards for constancy and Pragmatism. If too few have the temperament for farm work, king may incentivize that temperament. That's kind of an interesting concept. Because then, if everyone wants to just be like an artist or whatever, not everyone can do that. So, if you give them you give people more incentive to do something that they wouldn't naturally want to do. It kind of keeps things running well. Then people could choose to do it if they wanted to have more out of it. So we need to give Lem incentive to drink water. I mean, I guess if there was incentive, I would do it. Since you don't want to naturally do that. Yeah, exactly. That lead to the same kind of mass rewriting the machinists already do. I don't believe so. There's nothing wrong with asking people to compromise with the needs of their community. What's important is that they're free to say no. What if a good king isn't possible? What if that much power can't ever be just? Heavens, you sound just like the saboteur, I admit. I've asked myself the same question when the hour is late and sleep eludes me. I've seen the power of cipher magic to save a life. Without it, I would have been locked forever inside the person I used to be. How can we just walk away from that? We don't chew our meat raw because fire can raise our towns. We don't renounce the axe because it chops necks as well as trees. We don't spurn the wheel when it crushes a child's hand. We refuse to accept absention as our only choice. We will not surrender to the hunger and despair that have hitherto plagued all history. We will not relinquish the dream of first machinists who have forgotten it. Does that all make sense? It does kind of make sense. It's kind of like, the other guy. I don't know. It's complicated. It's like, is the other guy just being afraid of progress? Because it's kind of got some downsides. Whereas, otherwise you're just, completely without any system. Which sounds worse. I guess that's all the answers. I happen to know a sky pilot called Mikhail. Oh, Misha, he's a dear, isn't he? Be so forgetful without his medicines. You can't import them without a letter from the king. One of those little perks of my job. Why do you ask? Would you say he's a friend? It's hard to tell, isn't it? Man is like a deep river, all iced over. You skate on the surface thinking it'll never break, then suddenly you plunge into this other world. The next day it's all ice again. I know he was born in Slev. His family came here after the God War, seeking a better life. He was just a boy. It's people like them that the kingdom should be working for. He somehow spoke to me through the beacon. He warned me not to help you. Afra looks concerned. Really? But surely he can't know about our plans. How could he possibly have subverted the king's magic? Misha is a fine sailor, but he's no magician. There are reports of people seeing or hearing phantoms in the corrupted lands, long dead loved ones, or even their own self. Some say the corruption can read your memories. Better to lure you to your doom. Glad you're alive, friend. Pay no mind. Our task requires your full attention. Oh, I didn't ask about what to do with the card. My first smile is failing to conceal her anxiety. I'm counting on you, friend. Can I ask about it again? I do with this punch card exactly? You turn to the machinarium. The audience chamber will be open. Insert my punch card into the king's petition port. My magic will do the rest. Well, now I think I'm convinced of her side. Where's that king at? Maybe we should go save. I wonder if it also needs to be daytime. Spending all of our coins at the inn. Should have just bought a house. Where's the king's chamber even at? Must be it. Machinist jumps and you disturb them. Ah! Ah! You just get startled back. Yeah. Ah! They shudder but catch themselves. Alright. King's toenails, no more, no more. Let's both take a deep breath and calm down. I thought you were one of the comatologists. That bastard's been stalking me all day, trying to hurry my work. I'm working as fast as I can. What's the delay? I'm a summoner. We maintain the cipher spells that transport. Hey Basadin, what's up? Welcome. Everyone's going crazed. We maintain the cipher spells that transport goods to the kingdom, from farm to stockpile, summoning station, or back again. That sounds very complicated. These spells are invoked thousands of times per day. One small mistake in this room will ripple across the kingdom. Now, do you see why it can't be rushed? Maybe you shouldn't have that power. Leave that to philosophers. We're busy changing the world. How do I use a summoning station? It's quite simple. Simply approach the machine, visualize what you want, and press use. If you don't receive the right thing, you probably didn't visualize it correctly. If anyone asks about me, tell them I'm with the king's speaker in a private meeting. Don't have anything else that shakes. Damn it, I need a shake emote too. Unlike the insane cat. What's up, PJ? Have you been? Is this the summoning book? No. How do we do the summoning thing? I don't think this is the way to the king's chamber. Ah, we get stuck on this. No! Yeah, thanks, PJ. We fell all the way down to the bazaar. I feel like when we came down from the king, we had to ride like an elevator. Where is that? This guy will take us, maybe? Sunil? Speak quickly, citizens. My time is high in demand. Why is there a giant teapot in the sky? No need to be alarmed. Our best minds are investigating the apparition. In the meantime, carry on with your business. You finished here? We can actually tell on Afra. I figured this guy would bring us up to the king. What the hell? Oh, maybe this. Have to call the elevator before just walking out of the building. Oh, that's true, Meteor. We do have the rabbit emote. But I want one that's like just insane. Where are we supposed to put the thingy? We talk to the king? Rabbit and rabbits. Machine shrieks like a million condemned souls. The feeling of pressure mounts in your body once more, and your cranial moderator clicks into action. Suddenly the noise becomes an intelligible chorus. Incoming messages, outgoing commands, distant outposts requesting connections or announcing faults. There are so many faults. You're standing in the brain of this awful machine, and it's bleeding to death. Aww. Rejoice and exult. The invocation is cast. All hail its majesty, Machinus Rex, the Clockwork King. Welcome back, Subject M. Thou mayest rise. Hast thou completed thy sacramental duty? Not yet, your majesty. Pondering, judgment. The duty remains unfulfilled. Dost thou require instruction as to do thy task? Yes, please explain the duty again. Talked to Ash before about an emote where you get hit by a banana and just explode. Oh my god. That would be a good effect. If a banana hit me. Hit my model like if it actually hit. Violent. Yeah, I wonder if Twitch would not like that even. That's a pretty funny idea. Sacramental duty is as follows. This time you find you cannot understand the dense lines of sixfold cipher. You can understand it. Oh my god. Ingredients. Teapot large. 4 pints fresh goblin's milk. 1 cup salted water. Half a teaspoon. 6166000 gallons fresh water. 652152 tons of venom tea. 0540 tons of unsweetened sugar. 2 pints teapot. 2 pounds crinkled honey. 2 pints teapot. You can't add 2 pints teapot to a teapot. 4 pints custard sog. Half pint ambergris. Smooth meat. 3 pounds jitter moss powder. Teapot. Could be erasure too, I guess. It's like get deleted. Could just be like a knockout. It's not a lethal kill. I think early Americans followed that recipe in Boston Harvard. They were teapot crazed. They were trying to make a recipe by putting tea into the ocean. Knockout sounds more violent than disappearing. True. Instructions. Fill kettle with fresh water and boil. Measure out 4 pints milk salts. Place tea strainer in teapot and tea leaves in strainer. Steep for 15 years. Brush with sear fruit mixture and bake until blithe. Stir in moss powder, ambergris, and sugar to smell. Then pour in the boiling water. I like how the steps are like 5, and then X, and then 6. Heat will rise rapidly and the water will bubble so violently that your cup may even shatter. Stir in the milk, then pour into dregs. Directions unclear. Started a war with superpower. All this over some tea. Such a tragic misunderstanding. To avoid heavy metals contamination, cut crosswise with sog. Serve hot. Enjoy your tea. For more fine tips recipes, please cut off a coupon and send to Mrs. J.M. Gorky, 778 Tabrick Wad, Colossal Town, FLGG Oblast, CWK. You want me to make a pot of tea? Judgment. Correct. This is a sacramental duty on which depends the safety of this kingdom and all subsidiary imperatives. How can the kingdom's safety depend on a pot of tea? Judgment. In the 29 years of our glorious reign, we have observed one ceremony that most reliably foretells happiness, calm, comfort, comedy, and the proper observance of duties. This ceremony precedes or coincides with every deal struck, every counsel given, every declaration of love and fulfillment of quotas. This is a sacramental duty. As it is written, so it must be. This computer is very messed up. This has to be a joke. Judgment. Incorrect. This is a joke. Damn it. In sixfold. There are 10 kinds of people in the Honoric Isles. Those who know sixfold. Those who not sixfold. Those who know sixfold excellently. Those who know sixfold but poorly. Those who know not that they know sixfold. Those who know not that they know not sixfold. Those whose knowledge of sixfold is unknown to us at this time. Did you come up with that yourself? Judgment. Incorrect. This joke is the optimal weighted equilibrium of all jokes submitted by the Guild of Machinists under Codex Royal Projection. I'm Jester. This is a sacramental duty, as it is written, so it must be. Majesty, we must discuss more urgent matters. Pondering. Augury. Unlikely. 91% confidence. What could be more important than the sacramental duty? Such a good joke. Just explain absolutely every possible type of thing. Show machinist insignia. Your Majesty, the guild has sent me to give you a new spell. Pondering. Judgment. You have not requested a new spell, therefore we demand, on whose authority comest thou here? Yes. It's necessary for the sacramental duty. Of course that's why. Pondering. Judgment. Sacramental duty is of paramount gravity, therefore edict. Thou shalt insert the spell into our petition port. Ivory cover swings upwards, revealing 2 vertical slots of different sizes. I'm gonna go with Afra's. Reform the king. Although at this point it seems like the machine is quite beyond helping. Slide the punch card easily into the larger slot. Halfway in, it meets resistance and is sucked inside. A saying spell, beware. Enacting this spell will alter our Majesty's cipher or nucleus, and the consequences cannot be divined. Will thou commit? Yes. There's a burr of rapid clicking, then a series of deep clunks echoes through the whole tower. Above your head, a cacophony of bells rings out, like a call to worship across the whole city. Rejoice and exult, the spell is enacted. As it is written, so it shall be. In the name of its majesty, Machinus Rex, the Clockwork King. Subject M, thou carriest a second spell, Augury. Conflicting spells may cause cascading reality exception, 65% confidence. Therefore, edict. Thou shalt insert this heretical spell into our petition port for controlled annihilation. I don't see any harm in holding on to it, just as a backup option. Not giving you anything. Incorrect. Sharp, sweet lightning dances across your body as the other punch card flies out of your pack into the king's petition port. As a spell is sucked away into the guts of the Clockwork King, and with it their hopes of a world freed from its tyranny. No subject M, sacramental duty. Above the bells you can hear angry shouting from outside the chamber. You realize the scrolling parchment contains a record of your acts. What are these options? We can either slice it out with a blade or tear it with the hands. I think tearing it with your hands is more visceral. Alas, parchment feed fault. King's writing arm stabs at your hands as you pull the last few yards of parchment out and stuff them into a gap in the gears. None of the depths of the machine. Why? Is this how you fix a printer? New parchment continues to spill out onto the floor while the arm scrawls desperately. Edict. To disturb the parchment is an anathema. Edict. To disturb the parchment is an anathema. Edict. To disturb the parchment. Oh god. I think we messed up. Why did we have to mess with a parchment? Parchment spills onto the floor while arm scrolls desperately. I think he's broken. Okay. I didn't even see the quest update. Oh no. What have you done? Above you, the king's bells continue ringing. I've just saved your kingdom. Sunil eyes you with barely suppressed fury. Only reason you are not in manacles is because its majesty wishes you unmolested. Rest assured, any foolish attempt at tampering will be discovered and reversed. Sunil, go and fuck yourself. For a moment he is stunned, mouth hanging slightly open. By the time he regains his composure, you're already walking away, and his shattered retort is drowned out by the din of bells. Let's see. What's the next quest? So we have to talk to Afra again. Let's take a short, like, few-minute break before we do that. Yeah, be right back. Back. So I guess. Yeah, thank you guys for waiting. Guess we have to go. Rest at the inn. Make it nighttime. Spend more money. How much money do we have now? 369. I was kind of thinking like that I would make the king automatically like more sensical, but maybe Afra has to like take control of it. Find Afra humming to herself. It's a haunting tune. Somehow familiar and ethereal all at once, like a lullaby from time's own beginning. At the sight of you, hope and anxiety blossoms on her face. Is it done? I heard the bells. It's done. At first, Afra seems unsure whether to believe you. It needs the attention that has been there since long before your first meeting lift from her shoulders. Feel like just going back to bed, but it's still like, that's any colder. Gotta find some way to escape the heat. But at least I guess if you go to sleep, then you wouldn't be so aware of it being hot, maybe, if you're actually able to sleep. So that could be a good option. Just sleep then. Try and sleep through the heat. I do feel like summer is always... like I just wanted to be over with. If I could just sleep through the whole thing, that would be nice. Track record is not the best on that front. Damn it. Really did it? We did it. Oh gods, this is real. She closes her eyes to take a long, deep breath, then exhales. Well now, I promised a reward, didn't I? You can keep my machinist guild insignia. Pretend I lost it. Please take this too. I suspect you can find a use for it. What happens now? We're still here, which means I wrote the spell correctly. Vanishing should stop immediately, and some memories of the vanish will return over time. In a few months, my other reforms will take effect. I expect there may be rather a commotion once people realize how much has been stolen from them. Without the power to erase their critics, my colleagues will struggle to suppress it. So perhaps we will have a new speaker, or a new guild, or something entirely different, who knows? The future is open again. Glad I could help. Farewell, Afra. Ooh. Thank you again, friend. I can't tell you. Afra blinks and looks up at the sky. Well, fancy that. You see it? The snow. The snow has stopped falling. Afra smiles like she's recalling a cherished memory. Yes, our long winter is finally ending. I think that's also kind of, like, more of an interesting thing to do, because she spent like 8 years, like, constructing that solution, whereas like the other guy kind of just wants to, like, destroy. I don't think he probably didn't put like any thought into that. Just like, take this and destroy the king and we'll rebuild. It can be kind of sad to see like 8 years of her life's work go to waste. What do we do now? If you tried turning the king on and off again. I bet no one's tried that. I think we got quest updates. Didn't we? Maybe it's just the quest is over. Yeah. King's reign will continue, but it will begin to repair its madness. A long and uncertain process. Well, there's hope for the Clockwork Kingdom. I like that outcome. So now, I guess we have to go back to the main quest that we came out here for, which was to find Caxton Frost. For a man who has trouble walking. How are we supposed to... like, literally, how are we supposed to see if they have a moth tattoo on their butt? I just ask them if we can see their butt? Excuse me, sir. Someone who has trouble walking. There's a surefire way. I don't want anything to do with this quest. Give me a better description than that, please. They could be in this town. They could be like out in the wilderness. How am I supposed to find them? Maybe we can ask around? Have you seen anyone with a moth tattoo on their butt? Ask this random guy. No, it sounds bonkers, but I'd swear the city used to be bigger. Not just more people. I mean bigger. More streets, more houses. Maybe I was just smaller. My memory must be playing tricks on me. It's just like... when you're a kid, the city seems really big, and then you grow up and it seems smaller. Swear this city used to be big. Someone who has trouble walking. What does it mean? This guy's sitting down. It's also nighttime, so no one's really out. Yeah. To spend more money again. Let's save. When we rest at the inn and it's like daytime, the door isn't locked and it just opens automatically, but when it's nighttime it's like barred shut. It's kind of interesting. Like an interesting detail to add. Oh, we have some delusions. Thank you, game, for reminding me. Be able to charm people eventually. Let's look at every person in this town. This guy probably has trouble walking. It's a lady. What does it say? Does it even matter? Man. Who has trouble walking? Can't see their butts. This guy? Have we met before? I'm sorry, what a mad question. It's just I'm sure I know your face from somewhere. This guy? Kinda fits the bill. Is this a detective game now? Oh god. They could be like in any of these buildings too. No one in the town is walking, right? Come on. They're all sitting down. Oh, this guy. just like completely crumpled over. Maybe it's this guy. This resident's accent is rather well heeled compared to their neighbors. Perhaps you've already met the redoubtable citizen Cower. Get a little fierce sometimes, but don't take it personally. We're just trying to do the right thing. Where could it be? Who could it be? It's like not a good clue at all. Where else is there in this place? Discovered that. It's not telling us what it is. Object graveyard. Real beacon. Skilled techno-archaeologist. Where would a techno-archaeologist who likes moths be? Thanks for this 3-stream streak, Cyber. You missed. Excuse me. I missed the plot of where this guy is supposed to be. I'll give you that. Could be literally anywhere. You can actually fit under this. Like that. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we need to go. Maybe we need to go look it up. Go poke around the farmlands. These guys all look like they can walk just fine. Anyone in here? Oi! Man naps awaiting his place in the queue. You can't just nap while you're in queue for something. What are they in queue for? We're getting into the city? we got? Orzov's Tower. Would a flying person count as has trouble walking? Yeah, I think that would count. That would be a good indication, like they built themselves a flying machine to overcome not being able to walk. Or whatever they're doing to fly. Sounds like people could just alter themselves to fly in this new, like, the new rules that Aphra set up. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, we've got this whole farm. We've got this tank. Got a tower over there. There is some buildings down there. Oh, not the water. Gonna need that 20 picture. Who is it game? Oh my god. It's like start narrowing it down. Like, do they have glasses? Everyone in this town is wearing like goggles. They have a mustache. Do they have multiple mustaches? Do they have hairy eyeballs? That describes everyone in this zone. You didn't narrow it down at all. Don't see anyone in there. Yeah, we don't want to jump off into the wheels of a moving vehicle, apparently. Remember that. I wonder if that's on Board Game Simulator. That'd be really fun to play. Check these houses, and then I'm going to look it up because I don't know. It could take forever to find someone of that small of a description. It's already taking forever. I wonder if they'd have like Lord of the Rings sets. That'd be cool. Like describe like, does he have hairy feet? Is he very short? Does he wear a cloak? It's every single hobbit. Can't even go into this house. Looks like you can go in there. Looks like there's stuff in there. Maybe it's just machinery. Does Theoden look like he could eat a horse? Where am I Mothman at? Okay, let me take a quick peek. boy. Stop that. What was the... what was the name? Caxton Frost. Track the quest. It'd be nice if we could. Excuse me? How dare you? Orc put a lot of effort into not being orcs. Damn it. Be bad at a lot of the rings, guess who? Could narrow it down pretty easily to like whether they were orcs or hobbits or elves or things like that, but then it'd be pretty hard. First try. You wish. Oh no, now when I'm looking this up, it's just like, because this Clockwork Kingdom was unreleased content previously, now everyone's just saying, oh, he's just in the new zone, that zone isn't released yet, so it's not helpful. Just 20 pictures of random Gondor guards. So these are the northern mountains. Northern mountains. We up here? I feel like the airshipman who brought us over here told us to like talk to someone to get safe passage back across. Maybe that person would have led us to who we're looking for. We get up there. Check our quest log one more time. Safe passage. Find the royal factor at the checkpoint outside Ferropolis. Royal factor. Should probably do that at least. Is this the checkpoint though? Kind of seems like it's a checkpoint. Mm. 50 coin a game to the armory? See if I can charm this guy. Come across all kinds of treasures on my travels. Me owing you a favor would be far more valuable? Damn it, 35 charm. Maybe so, but a worm in the hand is worth 2 on the ground. Ever heard that expression? Maybe... let's pay him some coins. Wait! Show the insignia. Maybe that'll get us in. Honor Ire, it's not what it looks like. We're conducting a sting operation. We get him in trouble for trying to, like, accept bribes to get into this room, into this armory. Yes! Get him to pay us. We get 20 coins and the king never needs to hear about this. Got you for a few seconds, clearly unsure if you're serious. Now I see. You're one of the flexible ones. See how it is down here? I admire that. And he's gonna let us in. I like that. What's all this? Rusty armor. 20 armor, 10 attack? That sounds good. Wonder if different armors give you different movement speeds. Probably not. Seems better than what we were using. I hate when armor makes you slow. Where's the checkpoint? Is this the checkpoint? I don't think we talked to any of these guys. Oh, this is the royal factor, yeah. Jerk their head around and yell at someone across the room. Oi, you over there. Told you to sit down. Got my eyes on you. Maybe it's people up here in this office building then. Can we even talk to her? Stocky middle-aged woman is methodically entering numbers into a ledger. She does not look up. Your ticket, please. Make up a number. Number 53. She continues writing, eyes fixed on her book. Why, Citizen Javed, you've changed a great deal since I saw you last week. For instance, your missing leg has grown back. So this is kind of probably would have led us to where the guy is. Finally, she looks up at you over her spectacles. Her expression is surprisingly kind. I know it's very frustrating to be kept waiting like this. I imagine you've come a long way. We've just had another wave of evacuees from Cloud Pine. Every one of them needs a proper bed. So you're not the only one who has urgent business with the Royal Factor today, see? The Royal Factor continues writing her little her little wire-rimmed spectacles perching upon her nose. Afraid you'll just have to wait your turn, citizen. Downstairs. Show passport. Mikhail sent me. He says hello. She examines you properly for the first time. Misha sent you. Why didn't you say so? Mr. Gallo, hold all tickets, please. Let's have a look at this passport. It's really not a bad likeness, is it? It's captured your nose perfectly. She hands the passport back to you. You wanting a travel permit then? I believe I can help. Given your unconventional means of arrival, I will require a teensy little test of your loyalty. One hand washes the other, see? Honestly, I haven't had a wash in weeks. She wrinkles her nose. Wasn't going to say anything about it. But with half the water pipes in this city still frozen up, you're not the smelliest citizen I've seen to this week. What's up, Soren? Hope you're doing good. Some days ago, a goods caravan was ambushed out in Yansk while on its way to Ferropolis. The only survivor died of their wounds before they could tell us the culprit. Apparently all my militia squads are tied up keeping order in the city, so a proper retrieval mission will have to wait. There was one particular item in the caravan that we just can't do without. What we're looking for is a royal freight capsule with a chest inside. Should be somewhere northwest of here, in the forest beyond the farmlands. Factor smiles maternally. You can bring me the contents of that chest. I think you'll have a very fruitful relationship. Peeking in to say hi, you're at work. Thanks for coming to say hi. Hope you're having a good day at work. So... Hi. What's up, Ash? Thanks for the squid tax. Countryside northwest. Go do this. Northwest. It's kind of opposite of where I would imagine the moth tattoo guy is, but we'll go this way instead for now. There's worms here too, or are we seeing the worms all the way from the other area? From the undead area? Whoa. Yeah, I think we're just seeing the worms in the undead area. That's kind of cool. Also, that looks like a caravan. What's all this? The hell was that? Bomb? That's all that was here? That can't be all that's here. It's not possible. I don't believe that that's all that's here. There's no way. We're like off the map. There should be a point where we can like use the map. So want us to do a little jumping puzzle? It's not gonna work very well. I feel like it's not what it wants. There's a crow's nest. Could be all kinds of stuff in there. Somewhere in the countryside. This doesn't really strike me as countryside. It really does seem like you could get up there. Guess that's all there was. Countryside, northwest countryside. I don't even know what it means by that. There's like farmland. It's not too far northwest. Nice. Serve regen. Okay. What's up here? Mechanical lockpick? Prevent locks from breaking. If it nearly succeeds. That's cool. To equip that. Yeah. Be less sneaky for better lockpicking. Fence pick, yeah. Very fence. Ooh. Is this as high up as it goes? Guess so. Looks like it should be taller. Now I feel like we're on another goose quest. Not knowing where to go. Mm. Just looking for a crate out in the plains. Out in the countryside. Landmark? A crate? Sounds like expensive furniture store. Crate and barrel. Library of Untruths. Sounds pretty cool. Ahoy, Ash. Whoa, this is a weird looking library. Who's this guy? We're getting so off track. This woman is in late middle age, perfectly inconspicuous, but for her bright red lipstick. She looks up from a stack of papers to inspect you through half-moon glasses. Can I help you, dearie? Do try to keep your voice down. The mechapeds are provoked by sound. It's kind of an interesting concept for a library where you're supposed to be quiet. The machines don't like it when you're loud. Did you say mechapeds? Imagine this option is just like yelling it. Hear a mechanical chittering from the ceiling. A little quieter, please, dearie. They stay snuggled away most of the time, and if we make too much noise, they'll come scurrying out, hungry for blood. A quiet place, library. Help you find anything. What is this place exactly? Rather dreary archive, I'm afraid, run by Blessed Machinist Guild. Before the God War, this was a chapel to one of those dreadful Wiccan deities. Now it stores official records of the Clockwork King, most of which will put you straight to sleep. Can I look through your records? Pens, dearie. Documents can be accessed from the reading room upstairs, as long as you have the right paperwork. Show insignia. Will this do? She examines it and looks kindly over her spectacles. It's a very nice brooch. I'm afraid I'll need something more specific. Let me know if you need help filling out a petition. What kind of paperwork do I need? Usually we'd want a specific permit from the Clockwork King for whatever records you wish to see. Occasionally Its Majesty grants general permits. We don't see those too often. Do you have anything about Darkstar mercenaries? She consults a ledger. Let me see. You're in luck, dearie. We have an issue of the Royal Dispatch that mentions that group. It's public material, so you won't need any permit. You'll find it on one of the lecterns in this room. Oi. Just don't tamper with it, Otherwise, the mechapeds will be very angry. The lecterns? Trying to save for hydrate reset, so only one banana. Can't go into the restricted section. I don't see. Okay, okay. Oh, it's okay. Cyber's got you covered. Dispatch number 486.
Did you see it?
Damn it. That's where it would be if it was gonna hit. Infamous traitor Caxton Frost, an esteemed archaeologist who spurned the Clockwork Kingdom to become a barbarous outlaw, has officially been declared dead by Its Majesty the Clockwork King. By turning the final page upon a catalogue of villainy so base as to shock and astound the patriotic citizen. The proclamation dated year 27, month 4, day 31, His Majesty ordained that although no remains have yet been recovered, reports of Mr. Frost's death are now sufficiently numerous. Real augury is sufficiently concordant as to establish a high degree of likelihood that the scoundrel is no more. Let's just read his whole backstory, his whole life story. Born in the 16th year, Andy Rex to Canton Frost, niece Batchcock, a shipwright formerly of Lundell, and Gloria Frost, an arms maker likewise of Lundell, what is now Progress, Istric Oblast. Mr. Frost excelled at both archaic letters and modern sciences. A pioneer of the new school of technoarchaeology, in which these disciples are combined. Wonders of the ancient world may be resurrected. All mankind.
Did you see it?
Frost? Oh, got one. Oh my god. That's actually the perfect spot. Mr. Frost's most marvelous adventures were the discovery and inventory of the wreck of the Crimson Library. Just trying to scan this to see if there's any mention of location. How many pages is this? Skip around to the end. It's mentioning Vela. Nothing more was heard of Mr. Frost, save sundry reports that he had been murdered by his partners in depravity, possibly due to a dispute over the affections of their leader, Vela Kalos, with whom Mr. Frost is said to have been infatuated. Proclamation of month 4, day 31 will permit Mr. Frost's remaining family to claim a royal pension that was hitherto denied from them. Its Majesty was further determined, following a rigorous investigation, that they bore no blame for their wayward relatives' misdeeds. If it didn't help us figure out where he would be. I guess we'll go over to these houses in the mountains, because that's what I found when I was looking it up. We'll see if he's over there. I'd wonder if we have to get the quest to update where he is, though. We'll go over there, maybe like We'll end the stream after that. He's stuck in a bush. Huh, thanks Chubby Panda. Hope you're doing good. Oi! How is this possible, Cyber? Stop! You're cheating. You're cheating the system somehow, and I'm gonna figure it out. Can't believe you've done this. Oi. Where's the cannon fire coming from? You can't be up there. Royal Vision works. It's this house over here. Can we even get there? Take this elevator. Interesting landmark. Freemer's Reprieve. Doesn't sound like where we would need to go. Very fancy guy. This elegant looking man appears lost in reverie, humming softly to himself. His youthful face despite his growing crow's feet. His voice is as gentle as if he were murmuring to a sleeping babe. Oh, hello there. Where have you come from? You're certainly on the road less traveled. He calls out behind you. Sam, would you be an angel and brew some more tea? We have a guest. Very kind. I didn't catch your name, Mr. Goodness gracious. Where are my manners? I'm Horace Metcalf. Lodger, childminder, and general factorum hereabouts. So I also have a little sideline as a weaver of dreams, I suppose, which has been surprisingly successful. Welcome to stay a while and rest your feet. I'm sure Samuel will be happy to fix you some refreshments. Takes a dainty sip from his porcelain teacup. So what do we owe this? So to what do we owe this serendipitous visit? Tell me a little about yourself. Scarce little to tell, I fear. I've lived in the Clockwork Kingdom all my life, and jolly glad I am for it, too. My health keeps me from roaming, but Samuel has made me feel quite at home. As aforementioned, I also dabble with brewing bottled visions. I specialize in dreams of adventure upon the turbulent skies, aerial battles, swashbuckling duels, other such daring do. Judging by the letters I receive, they're quite popular. Takes a dainty sip from porcelain teacup. I'm looking for a Dark Star mercenary. Calf's face lights up with enthusiasm. Ah, the Dark Star Company. What a thrilling topic. I simply can't stop reading about them. Grizzled Jack Basalt, enigmatic Ambarian. Not forgetting the terrifying Bella Kalos herself. Of course, Caxton Frost is the one best known here in the kingdom. He was a famed antiquarian, considered one of our brightest minds, so his defection was quite a scandal. Alas, he chose the wrong side in a mutiny and was incinerated by one of his own contraptions. Oh, did what we read in the book indicate otherwise of what he just said? Some of your facts are off. He looks bashful. Ah, well, you mustn't think I'm any kind of expert. You see, making bottled visions isn't like writing a book. Cannot control where the slumbering mind wanders. You can only influence it by choosing what fodder it will chew on. Since visions are such a vital industry, the king permits me to access literature from abroad. News pamphlets, ship schematics, Janice's Mercenary Weekly, even those silly, caddish, Rake-Hill books. I devour every bit of reading material I can find. Although... seems like he wants to say more, but then shakes his head. Well, I'll stop there. An artist must keep something in his pocket, eh? Charm, Mr. Metcalf. I swear by the king I won't tell a soul. I think we're just slightly off of having enough charm this time. My dear, it's not as if I don't believe you. Really, I do. It's not comfortable going further on this topic. I've actually met Jack Basalt myself. Why don't we exchange notes? He looks entranced. I say, have you really? Well, in that case, perhaps we could. Yes, why not? As long as you promise to spill every bean you have. The truth is, I did not choose these visions. I'm plagued by them. Dreams of gleaming sails and burning citadels, the stench of gunsmoke, and the taste of blood. I hope that bottling them might somehow pacify them, but still they come. Sometimes I dream of things I cannot possibly know. Of mushroom-covered ruins and the flickering light of a star shell. Of watching Ceros squid frolic off the prow, sailing through the glittering forest of a siren's jelly's tentacles. Kinship forged in battles, baptized in hellfire. This man's dreaming of squids and tentacles. Spell the boba. In the trash where boba belongs. Ash, are you a boba hater? Why did anyone think it was a good idea? Now I want some boba. Then there's this ashen woman. Oh! Yeah, Ash, explain yourself. And also, are you the ashen woman? That's what I call her. She seems to be a recurring character. Of course, those bottles stay locked in my private collection. Somehow it doesn't feel safe to expose the public to her. I'm the ashen woman? I see. Even now I see her, with hair like snow. And eyes like twin volcanoes, bold, passionate, sardonic, yet pensive somehow. Her left hand holds the seed of all our futures, while her right hand holds the sword that ends the world. Sounds crazy. Why'd you ruin it with tapioca? Is the tree still throbbing? I don't know, we left those trees behind a long time ago. Lurking has been strong today. Thanks for hanging out. So Metcalf continues his description. All remaining doubts leave your mind. Somehow, you know exactly who he's describing. Bella. That's not what I would have thought. Metcalf's teacup pauses on the way to his mouth. I beg your pardon? That's Vela. You're describing Bella Kalos. I thought we saw this Kalos with one L when we were reading it from the book. Is that a typo? He lowers the teacup slowly back to its saucer. I am? I mean, I suppose I've seen her woodcut often enough. What of it? I think you know, Mr. Metcalf, or should I say, Caxton Frost. Got him. Metcalf blinks several times. Frost? What does he have to do with? By gum, you can't possibly think I'm this Frost character, can you? This guy is like dressed all in blue. Not suspicious at all. Only someone who's met Vela could describe her so vividly. Surely you're mistaken. How would we ever have met? If this is some sort of prank, I'm afraid I find it in rather poor taste. Frost is such a distasteful name. Is it? Listen, I'm only an ordinary chap with an overactive imagination. Don't know anything about mercenaries or adventurers. My visions may be realistic, but they're pure fantasy. This is all just a silly misunderstanding. So he's not describing visions, he's just describing his actual memories. What if it's not just fantasy? What if those visions really happened? That's impossible. I can't sail or sword fight or any of that. The closest thing I've ever had to an adventure is getting lost in a bookshop in Beyond. Skyships make me nauseous. I'm no good with machines. I'm allergic to rum. Can't be a pirate if you're allergic to rum. Besides, how could I have gone gallivanting about an old ruins in my condition of health? I can barely walk 100 yards. Oh, please, can't you see I'm telling the truth? What more must I do to convince you? Faint rattling of porcelain emanates from his cup saucer. His hands are shaking. Let's try and guilt him into talking. If you don't talk, the world could be destroyed. But how? For pity's sake, how can I admit something that isn't true? Dash it all to blazes. Throws up both hands in desperation. I'm not Caxton Frost.
Observation. This is a great opportunity for slaughter.
If you don't talk, I'll make you talk. Oi! Not slaughter me. Man, did he give you the teacup? It's obviously where Mr. Frost is hiding. It's like a frosty beverage.
Did you see it?
I did see it. becoming too good, Cyber. You'll have to be dealt with. It's a moment of silence, only broken by the steady dripping of the tea he just splashed across the wall. Did he literally throw his arms up with his teacup in hand? Now I see. The Clockwork King has erased your memory. What? Don't be absurd. The king can't do that. I know there's rumors, but that's all just Union disinformation. Leb's hunting just the person to deal with your antics, Cyber. Exactly. You better watch out. Oh, what a jolly, horrid day. This is going to affect my dreams for weeks. A new dark direction for Horace Metcalf. That's what they'll say. Horace, listen to me. Your whole identity is a fiction. You are a dark star, but someone has erased your memory. Now I need your help to save the world. He sighs deeply. You really are very strange, do you know that? Clearly this conversation has hit a wall. You'll need to find some other way of jogging Metcalf's memory. That private vision stash he mentioned must be the key, but where in the house is he keeping it? You have to ransack the house. Music box of rare and intricate design. Its lid depicts pastoral scenes of ordinary mortals working and relaxing together, finely inlaid with iridescent chitin and mother of cloud pearl. However, there doesn't seem to be any music in it. Can we put music in it? I wish there was a save point here. It's under the rum. He puts it where no one would dare touch it. Let's see if we can go. I don't see any save point here. So, oh, okay. Let's just come into the room where clearly all of the memories are being housed. Is this? No. Well, we know where this is now. So, I think we'll leave the stream here for today and then we'll get into those memories and stuff next time. Yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out today. I appreciate you guys being here. Let me see if there's anyone to raid. Did see it for just a second. It looks like Alphys is playing some kind of text. The game is playing games and demos. But I haven't raided over there in a while, so let's go say hi to Wolfie. I hope you guys have a good rest of today and tomorrow and next week. Until next time. I'll see you then.